Okay, you ready to get the show on the road?
I am ready.
Great. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
And we are here.
We are here. That is true.
We are. So if you're new here, welcome. We just kind of do a little bit of chit-chatting and then talk about Reddit stories.
That is true.
That is very true. So we were talking right before this. So for Father's Day, I do sublimation on like mugs and things. And so I have difficulty. Some are upside down.
One was backwards.
Some was burning. You stop practicing so I can eventually maybe make custom orders, which should be nice.
You could do it now.
Possibly. We'll see. So anyway, Arianna was looking up Reddit stories, and I was trying to do a mock-up so that way I can, have a nice photo. And I was like, she's like, oh, we're not doing mock-ups right now. I'm like, do you know what a mock-up is?
Yeah, it's when you mock something up.
You do not know what a mock-up
is. Yes, I do. Am I wrong? No, it's when you do like a little, you make it look like the thingy on the thingy to see what it would look like if you actually did it.
A thingy on a thingy?
Yeah, the thingy on the thingy.
Okay, kind of.
No, that is right. And is that your glass of wine right there? That is massive.
It's a spritzer.
Okay.
In my spritzer glass that you bought me.
It's like 17 ounces of wine.
No, it has soda water in it, sparkling mineral water.
What, like a quarter cup?
Okay.
2 ounce sparkling water?
5 fingers. Actually, I did 4. 4 fingers wine. 2 fingers, 2.5 fingers of a sparkling mineral water.
All right, if you say so.
That's how they do it in Germany in Speyer. I'm here for it.
Isn't it Spire?
Speyer?
Spire.
Speyer.
No, there's no A.
Speyer?
Spire.
I don't know. I just really like Germany. I say that about everywhere. I could live there.
There's on TikTok. It's like when you go on vacation, every place you go to, I could live here.
Yeah, exactly. Until like the real life hits, you're like, it's just like home. Because the problem is I'm still me and I'm not on vacation, so...
Yeah, once you gotta work and you're not just there for fun. A little different.
Exactly. What's going on with my thing?
I don't know what's going on with
I'm
you.
having technical difficulties, but that's just me.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, you were just funny with the whole mock-up thing. Just mock something up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what a mock-up is.
Not really. But, okay.
Well, anyways, my week, I watched Terrifier 3, Ruins Christmas, worst one yet. I think the first one's my favorite.
Okay.
And I don't know, you're messing with it, so they're distracting me. So working on crocheting today. I got back into my one project that's going to be a Christmas gift for someone. And I got their, is it a skein or a skein?
Skein.
Skein? Okay, so I got their whole skein today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Been working pretty fast on it. Had a pool day. I feel like I did a lot
Can we
today.
go back to Terrifier? Because I feel like you didn't complete your thought. So you watched episode 3, right?
Movie number 3. Very good. Apparently they're making more. And I think the creator of this is very messed up. Someone should look and see what he does in his free time.
Well, but people are watching it like you, so...
I don't know if I'd watch it again. Unless you were going to watch it, I'd watch it with you.
No, from what you said, it sounds terrifying. I do not want to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. I had to look away at some parts.
Ew.
Just couldn't watch. See, I don't know. What I love about Saw movies is that they're clever, they make you think. Mm-hmm. These, I think, are just more about watching the kills, where I feel like this isn't, it's all just about that, whereas like the storyline's not very thought through. They threw in a paranormal aspect the second movie, which they're continuing through and making a little more sense. But there's no like rhyme or reason to, like no rules that this demon follows. Like, thought it was just a Halloween thing, but no, now it's an anytime thing. It's happening on Christmas.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
she's the chosen one, but I don't know why she's chosen to kill him, but can't kill him.
I like the rules.
Yeah, I like rules.
Yeah, that's kind of like why I like Saw. There's rules.
Yeah, there's rules. There's a chance to win. It is, the good Saw, the original.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but think about like all the other, well, I don't know. Halloween got a little, there weren't any rules. Because it used to be alive, and then I don't know, got a little weird.
Yeah, the first one, it just made it seem like it could be a guy, but then he didn't die and came back to life. And then in the end of the second one, like the woman from the first one gave birth to his head.
In Terrifier, a woman gave
Yeah.
birth to his head.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
That's gross. I mean, was she having a nightmare?
What happened?
Ew, okay. Oh, okay. Is there anything else going on besides the terrifying movies with you this week?
I think that was mostly my week.
Oh, okay. So
I finished my first ever tapestry crochet. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I'll do another one, but maybe I'd follow a pattern because this is my first time figuring out how to actually do like the skill to do the tapestry. And I was making my own pattern, freehanding it basically. So that also made it harder. It's easier when you're following a pattern when you're learning something.
I would think so.
I tried to teach Lucas how to crochet.
Mm-hmm.
He was starting to get the hang of it.
Nice. That's cute. Oh, I do have to say, thank you, Lucas. You were like my hero. He got my hydrogen water stuff hooked up.
He came over to make dinner with me. Then this whole time, I'm making dinner, and then they're over there messing with the sink.
Well, I was trying to do it watching YouTube, and then, well, no, at first I couldn't get the thing off. I think I loosened up the little screw thing on the sink because then Lucas just comes over and just like, got it.
He was like, I'm not going to get this, and I tried again with like the grippy thing, and then he's like, all right, I'll try, and then he got it.
I know, I was like, and then I'm like, oh my God, because like he had to cut some things, and I'm like, this guy's insane. I don't want to cut anything because then if I do it wrong, and then
we both looked at it like, I think you just cut it here. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, but then he got confused when he was doing it. He's like, wait, remember? Then we had to like,
the instructions weren't very clear. He's like, oh, look at this, and like his hand was in the way. Like, you can't see anything.
It was more the instructions, but nope. So I told him he was my hero, and then I decided this weekend I'm returning my pool heater that I bought that never got set up. But like we're already in the pool. It's been crappy here in Buffalo, New York. If you're from around here, you know. All it does is rain on the weekends, and it's still cold in June. But like today was 80, the pool was 76. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really need a heater. Yeah, would it extend it like towards the end of the season? Sure. But like, how much am I going to pay in electricity?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
I think we just need to get the solar cover on it. And I think you should set up that other solar panel.
Well, I have one solar panel on it. I really honestly feel like it's that solar panel 1 works better than 2. I think there's too many hoses.
Think that's true.
Well, I don't think it maximized it, made it better.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll play around. Her cat is biting her. She likes to bite her mommy.
I bit her back.
You did?
Yes.
That's weird.
to get her to stop biting me.
Oh, she looks sad now. Her head's hanging down like, oh.
I didn't bite her hard.
She's like, that wasn't nice, mommy. Well, she does bite you all
Made
the
her
time.
let go.
I didn't make her let go. But now
she like hangs on.
She's like a pit bull. She just bites and doesn't let go.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. She's a little weirdo. She has a thing with you and biting you, so. She likes to bite watches. She's like a puppy. Like watches and things.
Bracelets.
Yeah, but she's like over a year old now, so it's time to...
She's a kitten at heart.
Yeah, I mean, I think like dogs just don't consider like puppies until they're like 2.
Yeah, she's a cute little pudgy kitten.
She's so pudgy.
It looks good on her.
She's very cute.
Makes her cute.
It does make her cute. So for me this week, I don't really think I had anything going on. I feel like this week went by super fast.
It did.
Work was busy. Oh, though there was a guy at work, which I don't know if I told him I was doing a podcast. Somehow he knew. So like loudly, he's like, oh, are you still doing a podcast? I'm like, yeah. I whispered it quietly. And then like, so I was standing because I have a stand-up desk. And then I was like, hit the button to reach it. Like sat back down.
Oh my God.
She's like,
that's
hiding.
dramatic.
And I made eye contact with another girl that knows I have it. So I just like, stared at her. Her eyes got big. My eyes got big. Like, God, see, no.
I told you, you gotta be careful.
Well, just, I mean, I don't say anything like bad. I don't think work would like me having a podcast.
No.
Would your work like you having? Actually, they want you to create a podcast for them. We just live in different worlds.
I think she'd ask why I'm not promoting the business more in here.
That's
people,
true.
If you would like a home design, go to KCB Architect.
See, there you go. And I am working on, oh my gosh, so I'm going to actually, this is my big news. So soon I'm going to be offering I bought a magnet maker, so I'm gonna like the
It
2 by
looks
2
very
is
cool.
like a metallic machine that you like crank down
Custom
on.
magnets, people, if
Custom
you want
magnets.
anything.
Yep, and you sell them in like at least like threes. Like generally, you print out like 9 for like $20. And I want to do flea markets, and I'm hoping because I could do people's like labels. I could do people like logos. I couldn't think of the name. Labels. I could do a label. Photos, of course.
A great custom gift. I already have a Christmas gift plan I want you to make for me.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you could even make like a photo into a puzzle. Like, let's say it's like an engagement photo or something. So, like, you take the 9 magnets and then have it be a piece of the photo, and then give it as a gift, and someone like puts it together on their fridge or something. It'd be cute too.
That'd be cute. It's a lot of magnets on a fridge, though.
They're 2 by 2. They're small. So
that is true.
So you know what I mean, like 2 inch by 2 inch.
We have too much stuff on our fridge. Why do we have so much stuff on our fridge?
You always have stuff in the fridge.
Stuff for me.
Most of it's from you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like when you go on vacation and you want like you buy magnets from the place, instead of doing that, you can have me
turn one of your photos you took into a magnet.
Like so every time you go to town, like that
would actually be such a cute idea.
Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, so I'm gonna be promoting that. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be SC Designs. I'm gonna create a website first and Instagram.
Idea. So you have like a template where you put the photo into like a postage stamp looking thing. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's in a postage stamp. And wouldn't that be cute? So all of your different places you visit are in like little postage stamps.
Oh, that would be cute.
Yeah. It's also a tattoo idea that I was talking to one tattoo artist about. She's like, it'd be so cool to like visit different places and then have little postage stamps like inspired by them.
That would be cool.
It's like a whole sleeve going up around.
So you do Cologne for Germany.
Yeah.
Like you do the cathedral.
Yeah.
That was amazing. You could do a windmill for Kinderdijk in the Netherlands.
It'd be so cute.
It would be so cute. People having sex for Amsterdam.
No.
I'm just joking.
It would be a window with a little red light bulb.
Well, they're both still the Netherlands, so I guess you don't need it unless you want the cities.
Yeah.
Because like, what would you have to spare? The glass?
Spire,
sorry.
Isn't that the one with the cathedral? No.
Mm-mm. Oh,
see, I think you're getting... I don't think Spire was the one with the spritzer. I think it was somewhere else.
I thought it was Spire.
I really have no idea now. Where did I climb that cathedral?
That was in France. Yeah. It was in Colmar.
No, it was not Colmar.
Oh, no. It was in... Because they just went there on the Amazing Race.
They did.
Oh, my gosh.
It was so cool. In the Amazing Race, they climbed this tower. I climbed.
Yes, it was part of a challenge.
Yeah. I wonder if I did it in less time than that.
Why am I blanking on the name?
I don't know. Oh, I can look at my phone because if you go to the photos, it tells you the location. So I'll go to the photo I have of that cathedral. Really cool.
I actually saved the episode of The Amazing Race to show people like who's going to show. Nobody's going to come over here and watch it, so we can be like,
no, they don't need to watch that. I have a whole video of me walking down. It was very scary walking down than it was walking up.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
All right. It was at... I don't know. I want to tell... Oh, here we go. It didn't take my location.
What do you mean it didn't take your location? It should have your location on there. Everywhere has a location. Okay, so I'm going to go to my photos. Actually, I'll just go to my favorites.
That's not it. I don't know.
You don't know where you were.
We went to too many places.
I got I have a ton of tulips when we were at the Kukenoff. So I'm going backwards here. The Netherlands.
No idea.
Homer. I found
not these people care.
We went wine tasting in Alsace, so that was cool.
Where are we? I think it's because my phone wasn't really working.
Speyer did also have a cathedral. I think that was the town we were freezing in.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it's also called Speyer.
It's Speyer. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
What do you mean you can't help it? Anyways, no one really cares. Move on. How was your week? Do you have any news?
I do have some news, but now I'm looking at my photos. I'm like, where were we? Strasbourg.
Strasbourg! Very German sounding, but it is technically France now. Is that the one that, like, over the 100 years has been between the both, like, 4 different times?
I thought that was Colmar. Or was that Strasbourg?
No, that was Strasbourg. I know that much.
Okay, well, it sounded like a question, but apparently you knew the answer.
Yeah, I did. Anyways, your news, people want to know.
Well, I don't know if they want to know. I don't have any like news.
Yeah, then we're moving on to stories.
I've got some fun facts. So did you know elephants are so empathetic that during air transport, crates are filled with tiny chicks because the elephant won't move a muscle afraid of stepping on them?
Oh.
They're so sweet. I love elephants. I feel like we don't deserve
That's
them.
adorable.
And then Starbucks will pay you $136,000 to travel the world and post TikToks about their coffee.
I want to do that.
Like, if you're doing a gap year and you've got like some followers, apply to do that job. $136,000 a year. You travel. You just go visit all the different Starbucks all across the world. That'd be
I want to do
amazing.
that.
If I was in my 20s, I'd be gone. That's what I'd be doing.
What do you mean? You can do that now.
They don't want some old lady with no followers doing that. They want someone that already has built up social media.
That is probably true.
So this is just adorable. And this is why it makes me feel bad whenever I cut the lawn. It says, under a microscope, grass appears to be smiling when it rains. On the cellular level, I'll have to show that. Like, they just look so happy. And do you know the scent that you smell, like fresh cut grass? It's actually warning to the other grass that they're being harmed. Like,
I did know that one.
That is so sad.
That is very sad.
I'm like, the poor little grassies.
Grassies.
So I do feel bad. Like, who made it up to cut your lawn? Well, I mean, I don't really want like rats living on the front of my lawn.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Or ticks and things. So I guess that's why we cut it. But
oh shoot, I gotta go to the vet, pick up tick medicine for Zuko.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Oh, you didn't do that Saturday, did you?
No.
My dogs have had
a lot of things Saturday.
Flea, tick, and heartworm stuff already. Since twice since you
nice
the last.
I know.
It's time for you to get going.
Well, they just have horrible hours.
Well, yeah, okay. So
like, what's with all these places? Like, you have to like take off of work to do anything.
You're right. At least it has a short, limited like Saturday hours. But like the post office, the bank, do any of these places need to be open for you to go in like at 9 o'clock in the morning? No, because guys, what? 90% of the people are at work. So how about switch it to like 10 to 7, like 3 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
I
Lovely.
agree.
Like, no one should have to get there early because guess what? We're all working. We can't get there.
Yeah.
So all the banks in America, go to 10 to 7. Post office, 10 to 7.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Reddit story time.
Vets need to have more evening appointments.
Yeah. He only does like mornings during the week and then like a limited morning on Saturdays, I think.
Like doctors and specialists. Like obviously if you need treatment that you need to be off of work, that's different. But otherwise, it'd be nice if people just had more evening hours.
Yeah. And for my dentist appointment, I go like at 7:30 in the morning.
That's ridiculous.
I go before work. Yeah.
You set it up that early?
Yeah.
But then you have makeup on. Then you're going to have like the stuff all over your face. Like I don't want to go to work after.
What happens to you as a dentist? I'm not that bad.
What do you mean? I have like drool?
Yeah, I don't have that at all.
Then like, I don't know, somehow, because I have really tight teeth, the spacing's not good. Like, whenever they try to floss, like, I have it down pat, so I'm not so gross. Like, they're like, it's hard to get
That's disgusting. No, I don't have that disgusting. They do it pretty fast. I don't feel gross afterwards.
Well, you're welcome for giving you braces. I needed them, and I never got them.
Yeah.
So, and now my teeth are all shoving forward, so they're like, it's really tight.
All right.
I'm sure everyone cares so much about
in honor of today's Father's Day, we're starting with a Father's Day story.
Ooh.
On Am I the Asshole, posted by web pages that sell Am I the Asshole? Father's Day breakfast ruined.
I'm going to say probably. Say yes.
Posted 7 hours ago.
Oh, man. So this was today.
So this was today.
Did you post this? What'd you do?
Father's Day plan. My husband, 62 male, said he would like steak dinner with family, me, 53 female, and our son, 19 male. My mom, 84 female, and brother, 61 male, plus 2 out-of-town cousins. All is good. I am planning to prepare. Have already done the shopping and coordinated. I will be the one preparing. Happy and excited to do this as well. I suggested family, husband, me, and son. Breakfast, which I wake up before the family and prepare. Son helps as little and as much as I ask. Husband joins after a nice sleep in and a bit of daily dilly-dallying, which is just fine. I spend an hour getting everything ready, cleaning, making breakfast, putting out cards. Happy too, and a little overwhelmed because after I need to turn around and get dinner started, house cleaned, etc. During breakfast, husband takes out phone and spends about 5 minutes texting a friend about a project they are working on. Texting at the meal table is something I've requested many times that he doesn't do. I think whatever is going on out in the world can wait until our time is finished. I think it is rude. After about 5 minutes, I say, okay, I guess we are done. And my son and I get up and start clearing the table. Husband starts talking about why the text was so important. I say I think it is rude and it could have waited 10 minutes. I feel really disrespected because I've been putting a lot of energy into making him a nice morning and evening for him. He says that he is mad at me because I made him feel like shit on Father's Day. Mind you, on Mother's Day, we went out to eat and nothing was prepared for us to do as a family. No cards. They blew it off and I got upset. I think he was disrespectful and rude. He thinks I overreacted and I could have been nicer about asking him to put the phone away. He said that I ruined Father's Day. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. It's one of those things that, like, annoy you, so I get it. But, like, it's Father's Day. Yeah, he's looking at his phone. I think I'm also like, she's a little older. Like, I'm also, like, used to people looking at the phone all the time. Like, heck, half the time during the podcast, Ariana's uninterested, so she's just
I'm
staring at
not
her phone.
uninterested. I'm just texting people.
Well, right. So, like, could it have waited? Probably.
Probably.
But, like, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. She should have let it go on Father's
On
Day.
Father's Day, you just let it go, I think.
She could have picked a different time.
Yeah. So it looks like people are leaning towards everyone's the asshole,
Okay.
which is fine. I could get behind that. But so let's go to top comment first. First of all, if a man blows off your birthday or Mother's Day, why on earth are you making that kind of effort for him on Father's Day? Are you trying to teach your child that you are less than and don't deserve to be treated well? Because that is what you are teaching them. Second, since you went to the effort, there is no need for you to ruin the Father's Day breakfast by making such a stink about his phone use. That part is on you. And he's still an ass who doesn't deserve any recognition on Father's Day since he can't be bothered to lift a finger on Mother's Day. Yes, I did technically ruin the breakfast, but honestly, who the fuck cares?
Oh, okay. Don't do the effort, though, if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Or if you're feeling resentful because he doesn't do anything for Mother's Day. I disagree with, like, oh, then you're teaching your kids that you don't, matter or value. Not really. You're showing, like, look, you treat others how you want to be treated. And eventually, maybe your child, I don't know how old the child is.
19.
Oh, well, he could do something for you on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
If he's seen the effort you're going through on Father's Day, he can help on Mother's Day and make you a breakfast, do something special.
Saw a TikTok where it was like a woman walking out the door. She's like, leaving the kids with him on Father's Day since that's what he did with me on Mother's Day.
Or do that.
Yeah. Another comment. Gonna go with everyone's the asshole. Him texting was indeed rude, but the fact that it set you off so easily on a special day is also quite indicative. Oh my gosh.
Indicative?
Yeah, there we go. That you were harboring resentment for other things. You could have asked nicely that he put away his phone, and you could have been less dramatic than saying you ruined the day.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The other day at work, I couldn't say organizational. Like, I got and I was like, in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why I kept getting stuck on it.
Sometimes it happens.
I could say it in my head, but I couldn't say it out loud for some reason.
Yeah.
My mouth was not working. I hate that.
Yeah, it's happened to me now. Oh, I'm on my third drink, I think. So
3 in a day.
Yeah.
But it's spread out all.
Yeah, it was spread out.
That means you've been outside though without water.
Yes, I'm also haven't had water in a long time.
I think you need water.
I'm gonna get some water. Why don't you read one of these next comments on here?
What? I don't think you need water right this second.
I do need water right this second.
Okay. But she was harboring resentment over the fact that she has asked him repeatedly not to text at the table, a boundary that teenagers are expected to honor. And after that, she went to some trouble to give him what he asked for on Father's Day. He disrespects her personally and the effort she put in by texting at the table. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I think time and place is now not the time
it's blown out of proportion.
No, I just think she feels a little bit of resentment of everything she does for him.
And it's coming out then.
And it's one of the things you've asked for. Like, okay, my home rule is don't text at the table, and then that's what he's doing. So yeah, I think there just needs to be conversation afterwards. But then I think everyone does suck.
Everyone does suck.
Father's Day, like, is he 12? Like, come on, that's very emotional.
Everyone sucks here.
Yes, everyone sucks.
All right, next we're gonna go to r/wedding drama.
Ooh.
Posted by Sober Bitch 823.
You know why there's drama? Because she's
sober. Yeah,
that'll do it.
Wife of best man is a clean nightmare.
God, okay.
My future husband's best friend will be his best man, which is great. The problem is his wife. I wish I didn't have a problem with her, but she is very spoiled, entitled, and consistently makes such that she is the star of the show. If I liked her, this whole thing would be a lot easier, but unfortunately, I don't. She's the type that can do whatever she wants, but if she's ever told no, or people do whatever they want back, she throws a fit and cries and claims she's being bullied. She's older than me, by the way. At first, she thought she was going to be part of my bridal party, not because we were friends, but because she wants to match with her husband. I made it clear that was not happening. My bridal party will consist of close friends and family that are traveling from far away. I rarely get to see them, so naturally I want this to be special. But she is trying to insert herself into everything. From the bachelorette to the wedding rehearsal dinner, she insists on being involved. My fiance has spoken to his friend about her many times. When it's just them two, his friend listens and agrees to the points he makes. But if she's there, his friend becomes spineless and agrees to everything his wife says. She's making me miserable. This is a vent post, but I also need advice on how to deal with her without making my entire wedding about her.
Oh, I just think that you just set your boundaries up, right? Like she can ask the questions. You can say, okay, we are doing this, whatever they're doing. Like, I don't know. I need an example of what she like.
Say there's a bachelorette weekend. She wants to go. But she's
Okay.
not in the bridal party.
Oh, then no. Only the bridal party's going. Now, some people do open it up to others. So, but it's still you're the bride.
You
It's
still
up to
choose
you. You
who.
still choose.
Or she chose her dress she's going to wear in a color of the same dress the bridesmaids are wearing.
No, no, no. It's like that's where you're like, no, you're not part of the wedding party. I think she's just jealous because her husband's in the wedding and she's not.
Gotta match my husband.
United front. So
Yeah, I don't blame him too much on that.
no, I mean,
Otherwise, those two are gonna be arguing in front of you, and that's uncomfortable.
I'd rather someone disagree.
Yeah.
Even if it's you disagree, I'd rather them agree in person and then go argue.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, sure. And then we go like, no.
No.
So what is the comment?
Top comment. Here's what you do. You do exactly what you would normally do and make zero accommodations for her. You are the bride. It is your day and you don't play. You will be very busy and you will not be able to talk to her. If she doesn't like her place as a guest, she can stay home. I realize that people who write here want a problem solved with no fallout, but I'm sorry, that's not always possible. Have your maid of honor run interference. I guarantee she's going to try to find something. If she causes too much trouble, have her removed from the festivities. I know it sounds very harsh and direct, but I am a boomer of age 68, and there isn't much in life I've not seen, including crap like this. She's used to running over people. Don't let one of those people be you.
That's true. And I think if you can afford it, depending on what venue you have, if you have like a wedding planner or you can have like hotel security, if it's at a hotel security place or a hotel place, they have security, like tell them like, this is what I'm looking for. If this is happening, I'm going to call you because it's my special day and I don't want to be bothered by it.
Yep. Yeah. So OP did respond to that. Oh, girl, I don't give a shit about fallout. The only thing I'm concerned for is being part of the downfall of the friendship between my fiancé and his friend. But at this point, that's on the spineless one. Thank you very much for the advice. I have gotten into fights with her where I called her out on her behavior in the past, which is how I found out she would cry and referred to her difficult childhood and take no accountability. So I hope to never see her again after this.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to be hanging out as couples
Nope,
ever.
never.
So at this point, just carry on, live your life, and then
let
the follow-up be whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And your husband can hang out with him. They can have boys' nights. You're just not going to have like them over for game night or anything like that, obviously.
Yeah.
I hate when people have no accountability and they just blame it on something else.
Yeah. So another comment from OP in here. She can't survive for 5 minutes without her man sitting at a different table with some mutual friends. I think I have an ambulance on standby.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. So her and her future husband are a united front. The reason he talked to his friend about his wife is not because of this particular thing. The thing is actually relatively minor, but as a result of a series of events of her overstepping boundaries or taking advantage of people, including him. I'm not going to get into it, but it was the several whole things. Pray for me or something that I do not notice her.
Yeah, it just stinks. I don't know, though, of any bride that goes into a wedding without some drama, whether it's family, it's friends, it's, you know what I mean? You're always worried about some drama. You just go be your bride self and don't worry about it. Because honestly, people should keep the problems away from you.
Oh, more comments from OP.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps bringing it up every time she sees me, which isn't too frequent. She's also brings up how excited she is to have our babies together. Regarding just hanging out with his best friend, bowed out once or twice to do it, and both times she has tagged along, wondering where I was, despite us both being told it was to be a boys' day.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she tags along during boys' days? That's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
annoying.
another comment from OP. A mutual friend and I are tentatively worried she'll wear white, honestly.
Oh, that's where you need security.
Yeah.
Or if you have like a wedding planner, you need someone to run interference. If someone's in white, tackle them, get them out of there.
Oh my gosh. My fiance and I have actually told the best man the color is a false color, and we'll be providing his bow and tie the day of with the true color.
Oh.
Can't wait to find out what she'll wear. Is that petty of me? Maybe, but that's part of my own problem.
I don't blame her.
That's actually good.
That's genius. I love it.
Yes. Hopefully he doesn't hear like from a different, if he's in touch with the other guys with the actual, I don't think guys talk about that.
No, guys don't talk about colors. Girls do. Guys are like, I don't know.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
actually smart.
That is so smart. I love it.
Yeah. Well, all the comments. She is quite active in replying to comments.
Usually OPs are not. So
Yeah.
I like that.
And this was only posted 4 days ago.
Oh, that's fresh. When's her wedding, I wonder?
I don't know. Probably this summer then, right?
Ooh, so, maybe we'll see an update. Can you, start, mark it or whatever, so you can keep watch?
I can. I'll keep watch on any updates from Sober Bitch.
I love her name.
All right. We're going to move on. What?
It's working. Okay, now she wants to murder me.
You're saying, if you need to do another one, you're doing it with Anthony.
Well, he's probably traveling. He's always busy.
Oh, well.
Well, we might be out without one.
All right, we're moving on now.
Ooh, or we can both have a sick day tomorrow.
Okay, no.
I'm joking.
From 2 Hot Takes, posted by Mountain Girly 96. Little lost after this weekend with my boyfriend. I'm writing this instead of sleeping because I'm pretty upset. My boyfriend and I drove a few hours for a fun celebration in a small mountain town. We didn't have a set plan, which is fine. We figured we'd just go with the flow. We have friends in this town, but since it was Friday, most of them were working, so we made our own plans for the day. Saturday rolled around, and we had an awesome time whitewater rafting. We bumped into a bunch of friends on the river, and they were kind enough to help us shuttle back to our car after the float. The plan was to meet back downtown where the celebration was happening and rally together. We headed downtown and started looking for food. Okay. Not my food. But when no one could see us right away, my boyfriend got very angry. Instead of trying a different restaurant or grabbing something quick, he silently got into the car and drove us to a campsite. I made him ramen, and not long after, he crawled into bed without saying much and just shut down. He's been sleeping for over 5 hours now. Meanwhile, I've been sitting here by myself while friends keep texting to ask where we are. It really hurt that we're back in our home base, and I always go along with his plans and spend time with his friends. I've had a hard time making close friends of my own, so his circle has sort of become mine too. But here, visiting a town where I actually have a handful of people I care about and was excited to see, he shut down, insisted no one wanted to hang out, and isolated himself. Now I'm stuck alone at our campsite while he spirals into a depressive mood. It's frustrating because he's feeling doesn't match reality. People did want to hang out. He was literally surrounded by friends earlier. They came up to us, talked with us, included us, but he is still convinced himself that he is unwanted, and instead of talking about it or working through it, he just shut off and dragged me into the space with him. I'm sad, frustrated, and honestly just tired. I always try to be flexible and go with what he wants to do. And when it's finally a chance for me to connect with people I care about, I end up getting the short end of the stick. I feel like a jerk because I want to sympathize with him, but I'm also pretty hurt with how things evolved tonight, and I'm feeling like I'm not allowed to be upset.
Oof, that's rough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would just let him be depressed, and then sit around the fire, talk to other people. Like, I wouldn't be all worried about him. Like, what would you do?
I don't know. Well, what do you mean? No one else is at the campsite.
Oh, yeah. He's just being depressed because nobody's there. I don't know. I would be kind of lonely. I'd kind of want to go home.
Well, you couldn't.
I know. But you can't. If someone's in their mood, what are you going to do? He'll talk to you when he wants to talk to you. He just doesn't want to. Are you just going to roast some marshmallows and just sit there?
Read a book. Go to sleep.
I guess.
Talk about it tomorrow.
But I'm like, ugh, I'm not camping with him ever again.
No. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He seems extra moody.
He does.
I don't know. This seems difficult. What would you do if that was you?
Read a book. Go
That's
to
it?
sleep.
Oh, okay.
Not much you can do.
Yeah, I just thought you had something else. Yeah, I have nothing. I don't know what I would do. I think I'd just be sitting there miserable too now.
Yeah. Top comment. It sounds to me like he didn't want you having fun with friends. He ruined your night on purpose. Get in the car and go back to town.
Yeah, but what is that going to solve? You probably have to go back to the tent and go, to the
Oh,
campsite.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is it. He should immediately be ex-boyfriend. He should have been on his best behavior, but he spoiled the vibe. No matter how he might try to downplay it after the fact, this is exactly what he did. I've heard all kinds of men's excuses for this behavior before, and I've experienced it, and nothing good ever came from giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
He is a big asshole downer.
He really is. Like, I don't even know, just kind of, he just ruined the night. Like, it's basically like, okay, tonight's over. It's just another day. We're going to get home tomorrow and I'm done.
Yep.
Even if you're supposed to stay overnight an extra night, I would not.
I'd be done.
I'd be like, nope, we're going back. I'm done.
We're done.
Go home.
Yep.
And then he would be the ex.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just no way.
No. All right. Next one.
You seem so depressed.
Well, no. 2 hot takes posted by amphibian-such. My boyfriend refuses to apologize over a trash bag, and it's breaking me.
Well, if he refuses to apologize over a trash bag. Okay, what's going on?
I, 28 female, came home from a 36-hour hospital shift, completely exhausted. My boyfriend, 28 male, who only had an 8-hour day, had already been home. When I walked in, I saw the dirty dishes left, tea bags in the sink, and the floor was a mess, and the bathroom wasn't cleaned. I didn't expect perfection, just a little help. I asked him why he didn't clean a bit, and he barely responded. Then he suddenly grabbed the trash bag, which wasn't even half full, and we always agree to wait until it is to save bags, and said, let's go out for breakfast. While outside, I saw him place the clear plastic bag in the trash collection area, not even tied, with a used condom visible inside. I was horrified because there are several stray cats outside the apartment, and asked him why he didn't tie it, why he put it away where other people might see the condom. He patted it like that would fix it. I calmly repeated that it wasn't okay, and he tied it angrily and said, why are you policing everything? It's just a bag. Why is it always your way? That stung. It wasn't just about the bag anymore. I asked for an apology, not only for the trash, but for the way he talked to me, and for some kind of affection, comfort, softness. Just a hug or a kind word, especially since he knows I just came off a brutal shift. Instead, he snapped that if we break up, I'll be the one who will regret it and cry, and then he walked away. He came back hours later like nothing happened. I told him I was still upset. I asked him to apologize, and he refused. He said we spent 15 hours fighting over a trash bag and told me that I was being too sensitive. He kept asking, what's the point of saying sorry? He said he helped me with other things, so why couldn't I just let this go? He refused to say sorry even after I explicitly told him I needed it, and he left again angry. It's been 3 tries now. I told him I'm not asking for groveling, just acknowledgement. He insists it's not worth apologizing for. It's not about the trash bag anymore. It's about how he treats me and when I'm tired and asking for something small. It's about how I have to beg for emotional accountability. Now it's affecting my work, my study time, my peace. I don't know if I'm overreacting.
This is about more than just trash.
Yeah.
Clearly, he doesn't help you out in many other ways, like she said, emotionally. This is like more than a trash bag. Clearly, they have bigger issues than the trash bag. But if you're arguing all day about the trash bag, I think it's time. Like, you have bigger issues. If you want to stay in the relationship, then maybe counseling. If you don't want to stay in the relationship, I think it's time to,
Yeah.
go. Because you're not going to settle it.
Yeah, no. I think it's done.
I think so. I think your relationship is over. There's clearly way bigger issues that we don't even know about.
Yeah. Top comment, does he regularly not contribute to household chores? And then when he does, do it poorly and get upset if you complain. And someone else replied, yeah, this behavior is meant to slowly break you down, so you just don't ask him anymore to do his part. It's the deal breaker that everyone should have.
Yeah, it could be.
Weaponized incompetence.
Yeah, I hate that. But yeah, I mean, it could be that. Just like when women, I hate when the guys Or like a woman asks your husband or significant other to go to the grocery store for you instead, and then they're calling you. They don't know where anything is. Like that's just so annoying. It's like, dude, if you're in the chip aisle, just get the chips. I literally wrote a list. Like,
Or
you
like,
know,
what chips we always have.
yes, you know what chips that are
Just get
here.
the chips.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just kind of weaponizing confidence because they clearly don't want to do it. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to do it. So it could
Yep.
be that, but there's other issues there.
Yeah.
I
I
think it's just
think
kind of a deal
so.
breaker.
I think so. It would be too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think he's the asshole.
Okay. I do too,
Mhm.
actually.
All right. Next one. This is a short one. But am I the asshole? Subreddit posted by Go Nuts for Crow Nuts. Am I the asshole for continuing to feed blue jays?
No, not at all.
I like birds. I have good relationship with my neighbors, and feeding them peanuts is part of my daily routine. I have a massive flock of crows that gather for me. This is surprisingly not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The next issue arose next door after a mom posted an open complaint to whomever was feeding peanuts to the jays that they have been burying them in her yard and putting her deathly allergic child at risk when he goes out to play.
Oh, okay.
I've not spoken up that it's me, but am I the asshole, or perhaps would I be the asshole if I continue to do my thing? I don't think maintaining a safe space for this random child is my responsibility.
Well, no, but it is.
If you saw that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, if I saw that like in the community page or something, like, oh
Like, oh,
crap.
shoot, was that
Yeah,
me?
it might be me. So yeah, I didn't realize blue jays ate peanuts.
hmm
So I guess I stopped putting peanuts
hmm
out if it's ending up in someone else's yard where the child is definitely allergic.
Yeah. Top comment, feed them literally anything else. Cat food, bacon chunks, peas, carrots. There's so many options that are not putting a child at risk. You're the asshole.
I agree. I just yeah, I mean, I don't think she was intentionally an asshole in the beginning, but once you know,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah, another that comment. You're the asshole. Like, I like feeding birds peanuts. So what if I kill a random kid? Really? There are plenty of other things you could feed to the birds. It's concerning that you are a member of Nextdoor, a community/neighborhood site, but when someone posts that your behavior may be putting their child in danger, you refer to them as this random child. A, no, that's your neighbor. B, you act like if the child is random to you, their life doesn't matter. If you don't care about how your behavior affects your neighbors, even when it can be life threatening, then by all means, just get off next door so you don't have to hear about it.
Yeah, I mean, but how could you live with yourself? Like, it's one thing if you don't know, but now you know, so stop putting nuts out
Yeah.
there. Like, you're the asshole for that.
Yeah.
Like, I see, like, was it my responsibility to keep them safe? Well, not really,
No, but once you
but
realize there's something you could do that will stop putting a child at risk.
I mean, how would you feel if your child dies because they touched a nut or something from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, you're the
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. Reddit
Absolutely.
agreed, voted him as the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. No response from OP.
Well, because they know they're the asshole. Like, if you sometimes it's like, okay, once you write it out, you don't realize you're the asshole.
Yeah. Yikes.
Exactly. Like, jeepers. Like, imagine, like, I'm putting myself in this position, like, you're allergic to nuts, and then our neighbors are constantly feeding the birds nuts, and they end up in our yard.
Yeah,
It'd be so upsetting.
it would be.
Like, okay, my daughter can't walk out barefoot. She's got to be careful and flip flop. Like, you know what I mean? Because some people are so allergic, they can't even smell it. Like, I would stop
Yeah.
putting the nuts out.
Yeah. Yikes.
You need to care a little bit about your
A
community.
little bit.
A
I
little
mean,
bit, you know? You don't wanna end up something that you do, you don't end up, like, killing
yeah.
somebody, like,
You
come
wouldn't be the
on.
asshole if you didn't know. But
Right.
once you're told and you see that like your actions could kill a child, you
Stop
should
it.
stop.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I would actually feel so bad, like, "Oh, crap, they're talking about me.
hmm
Okay. Note to self, throw
I'd
these
like stop
out."
feeding the birds. Never show anyone that I feed the birds in
Mhm.
public.
Take down all your bird feeders.
Yeah.
Wasn't me. Now I got the song in my head.
Oh
Wasn't me.
gosh. All right. Moving on. From r/Am I the Angel, posted by Critical Water 2. Wedding drama. My mother-in-law wore a white dress to my wedding.
Oh. Why do mother-in-laws do this?
Well, you'll see.
It's usually some sort of weird enmeshment or something. Jealousy. It's always weird. All right, let's go.
Maybe it's Shrimpy's mom.
Mama didn't raise no shrimpy. She had some good one-liners, though.
She
really
did.
did.
I, 28 female, was married last weekend to the love of my life. It was a beautiful wedding. I've been planning it over for 2 years. Anyways, it was perfect except for one thing. My husband, 28 male, mother, 60 female, wore a sparkly white dress to the wedding. Even had a veil in an 8-foot train.
What? Come on.
But to be honest, it was kind of low cut. I mean, she's 60, and I felt a little embarrassed for her. You have to know your limits.
Wow, that's a little rude, but she's in white, so you're allowed to be rude.
It all started when my father-in-law, 62 male, showed up a couple of hours before in his tux, but not with my future mother-in-law. Everyone constantly asked where she was. He just kept saying she was getting ready and would be there soon. The wedding, a small, intimate affair, just family and friends, maybe 350 guests.
Oh my gosh.
That is not small.
It's huge. It's like a whole town. Like, my gosh.
But there was so much to do, I quickly forgot all about it and went to go get ready with the bridesmaids. I had a small wedding court, just 12 attendants plus the maid of honor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
12?
12 attendants. That's a lot.
Anyway, just as the ceremony was about to start, I was at the back waiting for the wedding march to begin. The doors to the back of the cathedral opened, and my mother-in-law walked down the aisle in a white wedding dress that looked a lot like mine and just stood off to the side of the altar. She even had a bridal bouquet.
What?
All I could think was, what is going on? What am I getting myself into? Most people thought it was somehow part of the ceremony, and even a few took photos.
Well, yeah, she's walking down during the wedding procession. It's weird. Okay, with flowers.
Then the music started. Everything went off without a hitch, except my mother-in-law was sort of hovering around me, which was sort of annoying until a couple of aunts came and guided her to the seat next to my father-in-law. Then during the reception, she kept wanting to dance with my husband and started talking about how wonderful it was to be a new bride. At that point, a few of my in-laws were getting uncomfortable about the whole thing and quietly told my father-in-law to take my mother-in-law home. He did, but not before she started sobbing about being taken away from her own wedding on her wedding night.
What? Her own wedding? You did not marrying your son? Ew.
When my husband and I got back from our around-the-world honeymoon, only 2 months. This person is a weird...
Only 2 months.
Only 2 months? It was a small wedding, just 350 people.
I know. Well, a small bridal party. I had 12 people on my side,
Because we both had to get back to work. We found out my mother-in-law was diagnosed with dementia, and her family was looking into long-term care.
Oh, okay.
My husband knows I was a bit annoyed, but says I should be understanding because family supports family.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. The rest of the family is split and has been texting me constantly with congratulations. Might even say my phone has been blowing up. So am I the asshole for being slightly annoyed with my mother-in-law until I learned she had early onset dementia for wearing a white dress to my wedding?
No. Okay, you didn't know clearly that she had early onset dementia.
Yeah.
I'm sure even the husband didn't realize it. So, like, when she was planning for a wedding, she probably thinks she's going to be married again. Like, she doesn't know. So, no, you're not the asshole. You had no idea. And also, what do you both do for a living? Like, you seem like you got 2 months around the world. Like, it's anyway, sorry. I'm just focused on that. But, no, she's not the asshole.
No, I don't think so.
Would you be annoyed?
I'd be annoyed, but it sounds like she's more understanding after learning she has dementia.
Right.
Which, now it all makes sense. Like, why she thought it was her wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's getting weird and creepy, but once you say that, it makes sense.
So the father-in-law should have stepped in a bit more.
He should have, or he's like, I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Why didn't...
Like, aunts are saying, you should take her home. She's crying. She has to go home from her wedding. She probably looks at her husband like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Because the son might even look like her husband did when he was younger, and that's why she's also confused,
Yeah.
with dementia. I feel bad for her. No, she just didn't know what was going on, and that's sad.
It is sad.
She's only in her 60s. She's like 62. That is early. That sucks. I don't want to do 62.
Yeah, it's really early.
It's really early.
It's sad.
It is sad. A friend of mine's mom got it early. It's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, not the asshole. I thought it was going to be a weird twist, but it
No,
wasn't.
it's just a sad one.
Just a sad
All right,
story.
we're going to end on this next one from
Okay.
Am I the Asshole, posted by odd_column. Am I the asshole for giving a 3-year-old beer?
Yes. Just yes. Don't give 3-year-olds
It's a
beer.
3-year-old, a baby.
Baby doesn't need beer.
No.
What are you doing? No.
The question should be like 13-year-old.
13, you gave a 13-year-old sip. Okay. You should only do that if it's your child,
Mhm.
obviously. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
a 3-year-old, there's no question. You're an
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but it really was an innocent thing.
Sure it was.
I was at a cookout with my wife's family, and I just opened up a cold one. My wife's 3-year-old niece asked me what I was drinking, and I told her it was beer. She asked to taste it, so I poured her like a tenth of a sip into a plastic cup, thinking it would be bitter for her. But, well, she liked it.
Oh, no.
She wanted more, and I told her it was a grown-up drink, but it was too late. She ran around demanding to drink more beer for the entire cookout. She wouldn't eat anything, just demanded beer, and they had to put her in a time. Anyway, the in-laws are mad now, and the wife isn't happy. So am I the asshole?
Yes. First of all, it's not your child. You never let them have any alcohol at all. I mean, I'd be even nervous letting someone have like some pop, or that's what we call it here in Western New York, soda pop. Soda pop. Because, not everyone lets their kids have that. So to let your child have some beer, I'd be pretty mad.
Yeah, a 3-year-old.
It's 3. No.
There's an update. Update. Apologized and sorted it out with the in-laws. They know that I love the little rascal and would never intend to harm her. I do agree with people that things like that should be leveled with the parents first. Interesting that the divide along you're the asshole, not the asshole was highly correlated with upbringing. Europeans and more rural-oriented Americans, for lack of better wording, did realize that this was just a dumb brain fart on my part at worst, and just being an uncle at best. I think mostly Americans were highly critical of my actions. There does seem to be a serious taboo regarding alcohol and the boundaries in that culture. I guess it's a matter of outlook, as most things are. Having said that, I got some literal death threats, and some people said I should be locked up.
Wow.
Never be around children. Really now?
Okay, no, I don't think he's a danger to children.
No.
He just didn't think about it, but you should not give a 3-year-old anything to drink without the parents' permission, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ask the parents. You know what?
Even if there's pop, what if they don't give them pop? Or what if
Right.
there's a reason that they don't give them pop or anything like
Well,
that?
I had to know a rule. No pop until you guys are 5, until you went to school. Actually, you guys never had pop until then.
That's why I don't like it.
Yes, because you always are like, oh, it burns my throat afterwards. But what if your child's lactose intolerant? You're drinking some milk and they can't have milk, and then they shut down your milk. Just don't give drinks to kids. Let the parents handle that.
Yeah.
I get it. He just wasn't thinking, but a 3-year-old shouldn't have beer, and it is kind of funny. I want beer.
That is funny.
Yeah,
Liked it.
She liked it. Usually kids don't like it, but now this child might be a pre-alcoholic in the making, so I want beer.
Yikes. Top comment. Oh my gosh. Top comment. Honestly, yeah, you're the asshole. Don't be giving other people's young toddlers beer, my guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. I mean, I don't think he should just be deserving of death threats or anything. He didn't do anything weird. He didn't think. And next time he knows. Now he knows.
Yep, now he knows.
And now when he has a child, someone's going to give that child beer.
Oh, yeah.
As paybacks. But yeah, no, just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be upset if I was if you're Uncle so-and-so gave me some beer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
When you were 3?
Another comment. In my country, it is normal to let kids taste alcohol. My father always let us taste sweet liquors, wine, beer, everything. Like a sip, not much. My grandfather used to make a blend with dark beer and a lot of stuff and give us to us because it was healthy. Also, my parents let me drink alcohol since I was 15 at family gatherings and all. They said if I was drinking it at home, that I wouldn't hide it from them and be in danger.
Well, yeah, I mean, at 3, no, but I've let you guys have a sip of wine or a Mike's Hard Lemonade when I used to drink Mike's Hard Lemonades or something. But again, it's up to the parent to make those calls, not up to anybody else. If they want someone to have a sip of something.
I don't think this comment's true, but in Germany, we feed them beer from day one. It helps support the immune system, makes the toddler grow tall.
Oh, God.
It has good nutrients. Don't give them Budweiser, though. It's not beer, it's piss and unhealthy. Ever wonder why beer is one letter away from bear? Think about it.
Yeah. No, someone's just being a smart aleck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, oh, okay. On that, he just, the poor guy.
Was not thinking.
Yeah, we all go through those things and they're not thinking. We say something we shouldn't. Let people try a drink that they shouldn't,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, it's been fun.
Yeah.
So the video quality is not good, so we won't be on YouTube today.
That's fine. They don't need to see us.
Yeah, you can just listen
Hearing
to
us is more important.
Yes, listen to our words.
Yep.
All right. Well, I hope everyone has a great week. Where can they find us on Reddit?
Hello.
Oh, she's tired. You can find us on the Raining Cast Dogs podcast, pretty much wherever podcasts are. You please like, follow, and subscribe. Also, you can find us on our Instagram at the Raining Cats and Dogs.
And on Reddit for r_cats and dogs_pod.
And be looking for my SC designs coming
Yes,
out.
they're very cute. Very good. There is a little shrimpy mug, I believe.
Oh, yes, we also have SC designs on Etsy, which also has some merch. But I'm also going to be doing magnets and things. So some things won't be on Etsy. It'll just be through me directly. But yeah, my mama didn't make no shrimpy.
Mama didn't make no shrimpy.
All right. Have a great week, everyone, and be kind.
Bye.
Bye.